Hello all you hardcores out there, how you doing? It's Big Porky here. I've had a few requests to get a gentleman on called Stig. Now, Stig runs a Twitter account called @FuryPower. Now, I've known Stig about a year now, and how can I explain? He's a character. I like characters, and Dennis, he likes characters. So do my pals, because without characters, you know what would we all be? I mean, would we be just stroll through life like robots? You know, everybody's a bit different, aren't they? And he's harmless, he's not a bully, he never loses his cool, he gets loads of stick, so I've given him a bit of stick myself because he can be a bit cringe, and you know, I'm going to put some questions to him today, and he'll not bite once, I can assure you. But let me just finish my cereals off, and I'm going to give him a ring. Let's get him on. Right, here we go. Stig, aka Philip, the taxi driver. I'm sure Celia and Stacey and all the rest of them, they'll be intrigued as to what the Stig's got to say. So I'm just going to ask him the questions that have been asked, and get his version of events on the current boxing scene. I'll not do it on WhatsApp because it might end up getting cut off because he's in a cabin in London.
Russ, mate.
How are you doing, Stig?
Yeah, I'm good, buddy. How are you? So what's the entrance song, mate?
You'll have to wait till it comes out tomorrow. It's done now anyway, the song's played now, so keep you in suspense, Stig.
Alright, mate.
How are you keeping anyway? You alright?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, a little bit worried about a 20-minute sesh. I'm normally a 2-minute 20 seconds man, Russ.
Well, don't worry about it, mate. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna ask you anything that's gonna trip you up. Just be yourself and just give your honest opinion. You know, you're a bit of a gentleman. You're well spoken. You're a bit of a character on boxing scene at the moment, especially on social media, so I thought I'd have you on.
Oh, thanks, mate.
You're welcome, mate. So how have you been keeping?
Yeah, very well actually, thanks, Russ.
How's Heather doing?
Yeah, she's very well, yeah, she's enjoying being very fit and very slim, so
Is she still teaching?
yeah, she's going to go. She's going to train to be a personal trainer. She wants to stop the teaching. And
Are you still taking your Robin Reed multivits, or is ever?
No, we they were very good, and but we sort of, all of those sorts of things died out for a while, didn't they, Russ? Because we weren't, you and I weren't as close as we should be. For
Listen,
a while.
mate. Listen, mate. People fall out in life, right? You are a nuisance at times, but don't mean to say you can't get your tablets off Robin, does it? I mean, there were no in it for me, mate. He didn't know wrong to you, was he?
No, not at all, mate. It was just that it was you know, we only know Robin because of you. So
anyway, listen, that's by the by. Let's move on, right? So you still?
How was Tenerife anyway?
Yeah, well, I didn't go, did I? I got refused on the plane, didn't I? On 2nd of January this month. I got through 2 security checks. The third one refused me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all in hands at lawyers and that. So I'll tell you about that in a bit anyway. But so I didn't get to go, but he got married, so it was quite upsetting. But I'm alright about it. I've got a lawyer on case and they're getting me a refund plus compensation. I spilled a drink on my passport, didn't I? So, but they should have typed it in manually, and But they didn't. I ended up with a job's worth and blah de blah. They should have typed it in manually, which they did, and my pictures came up, but it got overruled. So but anyway, that's by the by. So you're still cabbying, yeah?
I am, mate.
Are you in your cab now?
No, I'm at home. I had some administration points. I'm absolutely hate to do this morning. I've been able to pay a tax bill, and now I've got to go to the bank and pay some money.
Right, because your taxi cab is becoming the most famous taxi cab in boxing since Richie Davis's cab. But so anyway,
another cab driver during the summer who probably isn't a fan of me actually photographed me leaving the toilet in the petrol station at Victoria Coach Station. So,
why would they do that, Stig?
well, I mean, it's not the most glamorous thing to be walking out of, but I suppose you wanted to do it to, well, it doesn't look good, does it, really, coming out of the toilet?
No.
And as Chris Ogden said, he thought that George Michael was going to come out after me.
That laugh of yours, right? That's why I get loads of emails about you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you've just been voted number 9 helmet of the year.
I'm honoured, mate. Well, I think when I say I'm honoured, we're honoured. I mean, that's some achievement when you think that people in that list are going to include Eddie Hearn,
Frank Warren,
yeah, the bloke that does Pound for Pound podcast, you know, and
Jake Wood.
Yeah, Jake Wood. Yeah, so
I think you were number 8 or 7, one of them.
Yeah, well, I was very close. I was between him and Eddie Hearn.
No idea, it was 6, I think, or 5. I forget that. You'll have to check it out. That'll be out tomorrow. That I've done that video, so this is the second one I'm on today. But yeah, you ended up in top 9, Stig.
Yeah.
27 votes.
That's good, isn't it?
27 emails wanting you to be helmet a month, but I just added them up for a year because it was last month that year. I think you had about 40 odd for a year.
Well,
But you got 27 in one day because of your Fury Power video.
Yeah, but there's some great videos we're putting out. I mean, I've got a good team, and we are very proud of what we do. Tron's just said to me, "Oh, look, you've done this video, and you've got 5 likes. You really must try harder." But the video that he's criticising is absolutely excellent. And I'm sorry to say that the filler's behaviour deserves what he gets, because there's just no need for the way these people carry on. I mean, it's ridiculous for us. I mean, I remember reporting that particular bloke. People report people on Twitter because of their behaviour. It's his behaviour that got his so-called great boxing account closed down. Not us reporting. If people don't commit the crime, they don't have to do the time. But if they're going to behave like idiots, trying to be offensive and upset people, they are going to get themselves in trouble. But in actual fact, I mean, it stops reporting people in November, because I just thought, why am I doing all this work? And a lot of the people that were trolling me, Russ, actually are regarded by themselves and even the Furies as Fury fans. So I thought, well, I'll tell you what, boys, if you think you can do better than me, you do it. So then we started Fury Power 10. And that's
What is this Fury Power thing? What does it mean? Because Tyson and Huey, they don't KO people, do they? Not KO men, are they?
No, it's
So why is it called Fury Power? It's just an honest question, isn't it? That's from a guy called Tommy. He doesn't say where he's from. Why do you call it Fury Power, but they don't KO men?
Well, that's not actually true, is it? I mean, Tyson has a higher. It's got nothing to do with KOs. But that isn't the truth. Tyson has a better KO ratio than Muhammad Ali. So.
No, well, Muhammad Ali had 60 odd fights. Tyson's had 20 odd. Tyson's had 2 world title fights, and he hadn't dropped anybody in them fights. He's not dropped anybody in a title fight yet, has he? In any title fight across the board, I don't think.
No.
So where's the power come from? That's what they want to know.
Yeah, but it's about being motivated.
Oh, that sort of power, like power to the people sort of thing.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Wolfie Smith, power to the people, that sort of. Yeah, that sort of. Yeah, I know it. Oh, so it's not about the KO power of Tyson then?
No, no, it's about...
Because nobody's saying he ain't got any skills because he's a masterful boxer, isn't he?
Of course he is, yeah.
Right, so, right, okay.
It's about Tyson getting up in the morning, or even Peter and Huey, getting up in the morning and feeling like, right, let's get on with improving our skills. Let's get on with projecting the right image to the world for what we are, what we're about. It's a bit, the power is inspiration.
Oh, right. Well, I'm only going on what these people are asking, and they want me to ask. Get him on, we want to know what it's all about, you know him, and I said I'll get him on, I said I get on with him. I didn't get you at first, I thought you were quite cringy, and some of it is a little bit cringy for boxing, and you must understand that boxing's a man's sport, innit, Stig? And some of the stuff you come out with is a bit, you know, don't you? It's a bit different, isn't it? You are different.
Yeah, but I would say that being emotionally honest is more manly and more brave than not, in my view.
Yeah.
You know, it takes bold to be honest and true about yourself, Russ, and the way you're thinking about things. And I think that a lot of the problem that men suffer, especially young men, and particularly young men in sport, and particularly a sport like boxing, is they're not being honest about the way they feel. And you know, that's what we witnessed happening to Tyson, because he wasn't handling people being negative towards him in the right way. I think being emotionally honest mate, is vital to be a strong person in life. I just don't agree with this macho, nothing upsets me nonsense. It's not true, it's not real.
Everybody has feelings, don't they? Just because you can fight, it doesn't mean to say that you can be emotionally detached from being macho, does it, Stig? I see your point, yeah. I see your point.
I've heard Peter interviewed on, I don't know, on IFL or whatever, and he said, look, I'm only human, and I like all the comments on Twitter to be positive, but they ain't. So you just have to accept that.
Listen, do you know, right, this is how I look at it, right? For example, when I were on Twitter, no matter what tweets I put out, there was a band of brothers out there, these 100 trolls who Eddie Hearn has got on a ticket deal, they all run 10 accounts each. I know because I was asked to be one. And what happens is, every time I put a tweet out, they would report the tweet, even if it was, hello Stig, how are you doing today? They would report that tweet. But if you've got 1,000 tweets and they're all reporting that, you've got 100 people on 10 accounts reporting that tweet. There's 1,000 complaints going into Twitter. They don't even need to analyse that tweet. They just kick you off anyway. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
And that's how they were bullying people who were outspoken on Twitter. Now, I was outspoken against Eddie Hearn for a few reasons. One, that he kept going on about Joshua being this and being that when he got the belts by default. And the second point were StubHub. Now he didn't want to, they've got StubHub all over Joshua's tops, and Eddie Hearn's telling everybody don't buy a ticket from StubHub. Well, why would you say that about your sponsor? Because it was his way of deflecting the talk about it. You don't see Eddie Hearn saying don't buy anything from JD Sports, do you? But yet he's saying don't buy a ticket from StubHub. So little things like that got me kicked off Twitter. So now I don't interact. But my life is so much better that I don't interact. I don't even interact on YouTube. I say my bit in my YouTube videos. My channel's going places. But as regards views and subscribers, look, it don't matter to me financially. But people in the boxing industry see my channel and watch it, so that's all that matters to me. I mean, Coogan's got all them followers, but how many are really boxing fans? How many? A lot of casuals follow him, don't they? But they don't really understand the sport and how it works like I do. So, but I agree with what a lot of things of what you come out with, but you have to understand, and you're going to get loads of stick doing what you're doing, that there is people out there who work in boxing but they have other accounts. Now, the other day I was out with somebody and he was telling me he had this other account. I'm not going to say who it were, and I said, when he told me who it were, I said, is that you? He said, yeah. And we nearly come to blows because he had a few little digs at me, and I said, well, why would you do that? And he said he didn't really know. He said it started off as banter, and then they can't stop it, can they? It's like a form of bullying, but they don't want to come to your house and bully you. They just want to do it cyberly, or cyber bullies, aren't they? Or whatever they want to call it. So you don't bite, dear, you smile, but I'm the type of guy, I will come to their houses, so I have to not interact, because I like a fight, and I've had loads of crap on it. I've had people tip stuff on my carpet, I've had people say this, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. As you know, I had phone calls and this and that, but these people, they'll like ring me off withheld numbers, right? It's like knocking on somebody's door and running away, innit, as a 10-year-old. They never have the front to say anything to me at a show. They know where to find me. I go to every one of Dennis's shows, but they never meet you because they're cowards. So what you have to do, you have to ignore them. Just do what I do. Don't interact with them. I know you're going to say, oh, they've won then, haven't they? But you have to just ignore them. Alright? Just be your own man. If you believe in something, you believe that Tyson's the best heavyweight out there. And he probably is. But he hasn't had a win since 2015 in a title fight, has he?
Well, I mean, you and I both know that he's won on the first.
Yeah, he won by 2 rounds. But you can understand it being a draw though, can't you? Because if you beat somebody by 2 rounds and one judge gets 1 round wrong, it's a draw, isn't it? So you can't say it was a massive robbery, can you, like they're saying? But he did win the fight. He did win the fight, but is he a better fighter now than 3 years ago? Because he's just been dropped twice in a fight, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he is. I mean, the thing with Deontay, I mean, we know that Vlad could bang, but Deontay is such an unpredictable, unorthodox, risky, risk-taking power puncher, whereas, of course, Vlad is very cautious, so...
Tyson said he was going to knock Wilder out, didn't he?
Yeah, but that's Tyson's...
He never even went to knock him out though, did he, Stig?
Well, the opportunity just didn't come along, but I mean, I'm confident that Tyson has the ability to knock anyone out.
I am. Is it a mental block why he don't go for a knockout, or does he just like to box ears off him? Because he can box the ears off him, can't he?
Yeah, well, he did box.
Do you know when Cunningham dropped him? Peter went in the corner, right? When Cunningham dropped him. Now, he got up then, and he turned into like somebody who wanted to knock somebody out. And he eventually got him and knocked him clean out, didn't he?
Well, on the Joe Rogan interview, he did say, didn't he, that in actual fact, Cunningham was outboxing him and he had to change his tactics.
Yeah, and he changed his tactics from being a boxer to a brawler, didn't he? But when he can turn it on when he wants, but I think he's stuck in that mould of the sweet science where he wants to box their ears off. That's what I think. Because he's a masterful boxer. We can't say he isn't a masterful boxer. He should have gone to Olympics. We all know what happened there, and he didn't get to go in 2008. But he is a masterful boxer, and you've got to take your hat off to him. But it's like I said, if he'd have fought Wilder in the summer, I think he'd have got a clearer win. I don't think he'd have got caught with them punches.
This is what I wanted to say, Russ. I mean, look.
Yeah, go on.
That fighting against Deontay, that's a huge amount of pressure, and it was more than a fight for Tyson. That was the pinnacle of 1 year of hard work and recovery, coming from a very, very bad place. It really 3 years, Russ. Now, in my view, Tyson was more cautious than he actually needed to be. He could be more risky and more aggressive when he fought that the first time. Having beaten him as well as he did, I believe if he had fought him in the summer, so he hadn't injured his ankle, I think he'd have smashed him to bits myself. Now, in the Deontay fight, come on, boys, you can't expect Tyson to come through all of that and then take a lot of risk in such an important fight. Not just for his career, that was a massive life thing. And then after all of that, and he won the fight, okay, it wasn't a huge robbery, but then to take the errant decision of the judges as well as he did, mate, I tweet, he got put on the floor.
Did you go to the fight in America?
No, mate, I was.
You didn't go. I thought you were Fury Power. I thought you were Fury Power. You're Fury diehard and you didn't go to the fight. Can't you get into the country, Stig? You're not a criminal, are you, Stiggy?
No, I was actually free, mate, and then I had massive bills to pay, and I had to keep working.
You had to keep working?
Yeah, I did. I had to work, mate. Yeah, I had to work.
Well, yeah, but you're a taxi driver. You work for yourself, don't you?
Of course, I work for myself, but I've got a lot of things going on that I have to sort out. I can't. I mean, I know. Look.
Come on, Stig. You could have took 3 days out your schedule to go see your pal Fury Power, surely.
I had bills to pay, mate. I couldn't essentially afford to take the time off.
What, you cabbies are on fortunes down there?
Well, it's not as good as it used to be, that's for sure. It's, and I haven't focused as much on work as perhaps I should have for quite some time now, really. And I am seeing better at it. I'm not spending as much time on social media because I'm actually often leaving these stupid comments that trolls make. I'm leaving them and answering them. So
yeah, just ignore them, mate. Look, if you ignore them, they'll go away, won't they? Because trolls, right? What it is, they don't have jobs, right? So they've no to do all day, right? They don't start tweeting till 1 in the afternoon, but they don't have jobs. So what they'll do, they'll get up and they're unhappy with their life, so they'll have a go at you, or they'll have a go at me and tell me that my car's on finance and they know what registration plate it is, when really they don't. So, do you know what I mean? But you have to ignore them, mate. What it is, they're pathetic. So just ignore them and you move on with your own little life, don't you? Do your own little thing. Because success hurts people. Now, you just keep moving on with doing what you're doing. It's no good me saying out to you because you're your own man. I do find that Fury Power thing, I think personally myself, I'll be honest, I think it's cringe, but it's up to you what you do, innit? You're your own man. It's not something, and that laugh of yours is cringe as well, innit? But that's your trademark now, innit, Stiggy?
Well, I mean, I like my laugh.
Whose head did you superimpose your body onto? Dana White's?
My body on someone, my head onto someone's body.
No, you've got a t-shirt on, haven't you? Is a blue and white t-shirt on your dance. Is that you? Is that you dancing?
That's my body, mate.
Oh, that's you. Oh, you're still with arms folded, is it, Stig?
That is definitely, yeah, that.
Oh, well, who's the guy dancing? Is that you? Or is that your head on a dancer?
What, in the videos? For Tyson?
You're dancing in a video, aren't you?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, that's just the computerised.
Oh, right.
Yeah, of course that's not me. No.
So, who's in this little group, this Fury Power? Who's in this Fury Power group?
Well, there's quite a few. There's actually only really 9 active members in here.
9 active members, right. So there's 9 of you. And what you do, you're all in this group, and what do you do? All chat on telephone or text and that?
I talk to 2 of the members on phone, but otherwise...
Oh, do you all... No, is it like a group chat thing, like a podcast?
No, it's a group, it's a DM group on Twitter, isn't it?
Oh, a direct message thing on Twitter. Oh, so so somebody tweets somebody, then you like start a conversation about all things Fury.
Well, and other things.
So if Peter Fury is seen in McDonald's having a burger, and somebody sees him, and you find out about it, do you all tweet about Peter's burger?
No.
Because I don't know, mate. I mean, I don't know. I'm worried that Peter's my pal, and does he have to watch out for you lot rooting through his dustbin on a night time? Who is it? Who are these other 9? There'll be you. Chris Ogden will be one of them, won't he?
Yeah, Chris is, yeah.
Chris Ogden, he's a Fury Power. Asgi, he's in it, isn't he?
No, Asgi left.
Has Asgi left the group? Oh my God, how are you going to cope with Asgi?
Asgi got upset because there was some some people, one of whom, a bloke started a conversation with Asgi didn't like, and okay, that was Asgi's view. I wouldn't have got involved in the conversation, but the bloke that started the conversation, I kicked out of the group anyway.
So you kicked him out of the group?
Yeah, he wasn't appropriate. He was
a troll?
He wasn't a troll, he was a fool, and he just he wasn't respectful, he just wasn't right for the group, so
He just wasn't right for the group. God, what do people have to be vetted to get in this group?
When the group starts, you don't, it's just like anything else, you don't know where it's going to go and what it's going to become.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
You know, and you get to know people and you get to realise that certain people just have got an ego and they're not going to pull in the same direction. I mean, it's because they want you to go in their direction and you don't think their direction is right.
Yeah.
So ultimately you fall out. I mean, the group is now in its fourth form. There's been 4 groups. You know, I mean...
Is there any women in it?
No.
Just men only?
Not in the ultra group, no. There is in the one that was the previous group.
Right.
Somebody in the previous group, which still exists, was actually screenshotting our messages and sending them to other people. So we had to go more... It's now called Fury Power No Spies.
Fury Power... So it's not Fury Power then, it's Fury Power No Spies?
Well, it's Fury Power, yeah. But it's the elite group that only a few people get into is No Spies, yeah.
Oh, right, God. It's 2 seconds, let me just press this button.